This 16 billion global brand waited and strategized for 12 long years to enter the Indian market. Hey there, welcome back to our channel. Today, we will decode IKEA's crazy business strategies and see how this brand effectively uses customer psychology to maintain its strong global business. This is not just about working with human psychology, but learning about cultural requirements and the buying habits of a local region that IKEA is mastering through its stores. Going into a completely different cultural country is a tough ask. After all, Domino's failed in Italy. But we will see what IKEA has done differently to ace India. In this video, we will try to answer if 12 long years was enough for IKEA to understand the diverse needs of Indians. Not just their omni-channel strategy, we will also look at how this Swedish brand has personalized and tried to solve for Indian problems in an Indian way. From their Gruen Effect inspired shop layout to free working spaces, this video tells you how this furniture shop has even created an in-shop restaurant to win desi hearts. So come, without further ado, let's decode IKEA's success story in India, step by step. But before we start, hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to never miss our videos. Setting up. 17-year-old Ingvar Kamprad laid the foundation of the Swedish giant called IKEA. The company began its research on the Indian market way back in 2006, but laid the foundation of their first store in 2018 in Hyderabad. However, the question is, was 12 years necessary? India is a unique market. Now, brands like Dunkin' Donuts could not gather pan-India traction because they were unable to understand the unique needs and aspirations of the Indian market. From bargaining to food preferences, there simply might not be anybody like us. So companies like KFC and Domino's had to completely Indianize their products to be successful in India. And IKEA's entry strategy was to create a blend between their existing global qualities and the local qualities of their new destination, India. Let's decode each strategy in detail. Online and offline. So IKEA realized that the consumption pattern in Tier 1 cities is way different from Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. Consumers in Tier 2 or Tier 3 might be less willing to give up on local furniture stores for a global brand due to a preconceived notion of higher prices. Therefore, IKEA decided to create offline stores for metros while targeting the rest through their online stores. Now compare this to what Gap did. They opened way too many stores too quickly, resulting in a heavy cost. Personalization. The different cultures and traditions of India create distinct customer tastes. For example, the decor aesthetics in Punjab are very different from Kerala. So IKEA understands this, and through its campaigns, creates an environment that empowers personalization at an affordable rate. Now the shop layout of IKEA is a strategy in itself. Let's find out how. Shop layout. So IKEA uses something called the Gruen Effect. The layout of the IKEA store is nothing short of a maze. Suppose you want to buy a side table from IKEA. It is almost certain that you won't get to it till you go around their entire inventory. Now when you see the luxuriously and aesthetically decorated furniture, it creates that sense of scarcity and promotes buying. So chances are you will end up buying way more than you ever needed. Moving on to the next strategy, and let me tell you, I find this the most interesting. IKEA food. Multiple surveys and our midnight tours to the fridges proves that there's a direct relationship between food and happiness. Simply stated, food makes us happy. So IKEA decided to use our after-food happy hormones to their advantage and designed the IKEA restaurant. Interestingly, note how even their menu is curated to the Indian palate. A research notes that 70% of purchase decisions are based on simply emotional factors. So IKEA achieves the following through their restaurant. First, combating customer fatigue. Clients can relax rather than leave the store when tired. Second, enrich customer experience. IKEA has also created free working spaces to boost performance, utilizing the lived experience and psychology of customers. Let's understand how this works. Free working spaces. a big chunk of our daily life is spent working. And post-COVID, there is this rise in the work from home culture. However, you might have often experienced how difficult it is to focus on work thanks to constant interruptions. This led to the growth of co-working spaces. IKEA has curated an in-store free co-working space. But you might ask, how does this impact their furniture business? So not only does it increase the footfall in the store, which is the number of people coming in, it also gives people a taste of the comfort offered by the IKEA furniture. Think of this as a free trial offered by many businesses. But by not calling it a trial, IKEA gives customers a sense of free will, thus increasing the chances of conversion. Now let's move on to the next highlight. This is probably the key to IKEA's success in India. Solving truly Indian problems. The traditional Indian handicraft industry has suffered since the colonial era. From poor wages to inhuman working conditions, our weavers have suffered enough. Let's face it, local customization and truly caring about local problems are two different things. IKEA's rugs, blankets, covers, and much more carry true Indian designs primarily because they are made by the Indian craftsmen. Their commitment didn't end with giving their customers the designs they want. Along with fair wages and proper working conditions, the company has established schools to train the new generation of weavers. Inspiring, right? Indian problems need Indian solutions. Has your mother ever given your siblings hand-me-downs? Of course, every mom has. Indians, in general, are cost-effective. We want long-term solutions at good rates. Not just the designs. IKEA has incorporated Indianness in every aspect of their product. For instance, this Ghar Aa Jao advertisement highlights IKEA's bed that grows with you, a truly Indian solution to an Indian problem. This thorough understanding of Indian attributes has fueled an easier adoption of the brand. Now moving on to the USP of IKEA. This feature has fueled its prominence not only in India, but also in the rest of the world. DIY, do it yourself. Remember when we made stick drawings as kids? They were no less than Picasso's art for sure. And of course our mums. But this is more than just a kid's thing. We might enjoy things more when we make them ourselves. For example, remember your first overcooked meal? Forget everyone, but a part of you must have enjoyed it. This human psychology fuels the popularity of DIY. When you buy an IKEA product, you have to assemble it when it reaches your home. And they are simple enough to be assembled by the customers themselves. This delivery comes with all the additional components like screws and detailed graphic tutorials. When customers DIY their furniture, it gives them that sense of participation. They not only enjoy the product, but also the process of building it. This has resulted in a plethora of IKEA DIY reels and shorts online. This also acts as an organic promotion of the brand itself. DIY to IKEA is what name cups are to Starbucks. Climax. Today, IKEA is planning its next phase of investments in India. It plans to create smaller retail outlets adjacent to its big store. If you want to know more about how this strategy works in their favor, type IKEA in the comments below. This brings us to the end of our video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for Business Made Fun. See you soon. Bye.